Hi there. I'm just going to jump on for a few minutes tonight because there is so much happening in the big world, and it'd be great for us to do a little bit of work about it. Um, I've just posted, I don't know, 6 or 7 different articles. Yeah, if I get a signal here, if it all works, um, from many different websites that I follow, and so I recommend them to you. We have Films for Action, Truth Dig, The Intercept, Democracy Now, The Atlantic, Open Culture, Rolling Stone, I think, is in there somewhere. Um, so today's exciting news is that I think we're all just still catching up from where are we now? This is Tuesday. I guess Friday, um, this Muslim ban was enacted. I was just reading that there's Petra. Hi, that 100 different people in immigration, whatever the American uh, immigration offices, have signed petitions saying that they're not having it, they're not doing it. And then, of course, we just had the Attorney General who said she wasn't doing it either. She got fired for her troubles. And then, yeah, Amy Goodman, um, right? Very good, Petra. Yeah, Amy Goodman had some of the people that were involved with the Watergate prosecution way back in the Nixon era that I grew up with, talk about the parallels of presidents pretending to live above the law, this kind of thing. Yeah. Um, so it's mad. It is absolutely mad, my friends. It is just crazy right now. And then the latest, since the whole thing with immigration and all that chaos, then we have the man behind the man, evidently Steve Bannon, is Trump wants to put him onto the National Security Council and has reduced the rank of the generals and the other officials that would normally run all that stuff. And so Steve Bannon seems to be one angry puppy, yeah, who really wants to run the world and is, through fate, is given the opportunity to try to do his version of doing that, which is truly truly sobering for those of us that value freedom and a peaceful world. So anyway, it's pretty crazy, everyone. Um, so as I said last night, what this is inspired, of course, is this huge and necessary response from the rest of us, who have a different idea of reality. So, and Michael Moore, actually, he used the word coup d'état. Yeah, I have that article here. Um, the U.S. is in the middle of a coup, warns Michael Moore. Um, the article described how Mr. Bannon, who until recently ran the far-right news site Breitbart News, this guy ran a website, that's his expertise. Um, Now he's telling the president what to do, had taken a major role in national security policy that would usually only be occupied by senior generals. That move was a major break with precedent, and it and Mr. Bannon himself have been credited with many of the extreme policy pronouncements coming from the White House in recent days. But Mr. Moore has also posted the link soon after it emerged that the president had fired the U.S. Attorney General, Sally Yates, because she had questioned whether the Muslim ban was legal and told the Justice Department lawyers to stop defending it. A statement said that she had been relieved of her position because she was weak on borders and weak on illegal immigration. So, hey, Kelly, hi. Chusa, hi. So I'm just trying to bring a little sanity to the madness here. Then I have an article here. This is less shocking and horrifying, but it's still part of the mix, from Nomi Prinz in Truthdig, who is talking about the Goldmanization, Goldman Sachs being the most powerful investment bank in the world, and how Donald is putting not one but the two top officers of Goldman Sachs on his, trying to get them onto his cabinet. And here's what Nomi says. She says, irony isn't a concept with which Donald Trump is familiar. In his inaugural address, having nominated the wealthiest cabinet in American history, he proclaimed, for too long a small group in our nation's capital has reaped the rewards of government, while the people have borne the cost. Washington flourished, but the people did not share in its wealth. That's the irony there, yeah, because of course there's more of that. Hey, Jeanette, hi. Joan is there, hi. And Nomi Prinz here, Goldmanizing the economy. To put the matter bluntly, two of them, along with the Federal Reserve, are likely to control our economy and financial system in the years to come. Honestly, my friends, this is so crazy so quickly. I mean, it's not even 2 weeks yet, and the Secretary of State's office, the Attorney General, immigration, the CIA, the FBI, whether we like these agencies, trust them, respect them or not, they are completely coming undone under all of this, because here are, Steve and Donald, at least two guys that at the moment are given the reins of the government, as we say, and they seem to have no concept of the way a constitutional republic is supposed to work, nor do they care. And those are impeachable offenses. Whether they all get dragged out of the offices in handcuffs before the month is out remains to be seen, but they're certainly heading in that direction so far. This is why the founders were so brilliant, in so many ways, because, there are these checks and balances. There have been huge abuses, huge scandals, tragic misuses of power and all of that. But again, this is America's Pluto return. So the shadow of what we pretend to be has to be confronted with the reality of what we have actually become. And hey, there's Jane. Hi, my friend. And I'm sure everyone is just reeling. So there's this. This is the cultural civil war one more time, the battle of the paradigms. And as I was saying last night, our peace, our sanity, our faith in each other, our faith in God, Goddess, all that is, Source, Spirit, in the future, in our own inner wisdom, is really getting tested, and it's pretty breathtaking. I'm sure you're all feeling it. So last night I played this meditation from Patricia Cotter-Robles. Apologies, I had my light on and managed to obscure her face. It looked rather spooky, actually, just the opposite of what I'd hoped. But the energy of doing that meditation with everyone is about 20 minutes. It's called Co-Creating Eternal Peace and God's Infinite Abundance. The energy of that, it was amazing once again. Yeah, and so I recommend that to you one more time. Yeah, there's a nice quote there about the eternality of everything. So, yes, co-creating eternal peace in God's infinite abundance. So that is there. What else do I want to tell you here? I just literally jumped on, to bring a little hope, I hope, to the party. I read St. Francis's prayer. There's a beautiful, here's a good video. Maybe I'll share this with you. This is 3 minutes. This is Reverend William Barber, offers some words of hope here. Can I get that? Yeah, this is a bright light. Let's have a little hope from Reverend William. Here we go. We'll see if we can manage this.
Remember, this is not the first time America has had to deal with a racist president. This is not the worst thing we've ever seen. To say that would be to disregard the trail of tears that natives face and slavery. But when you know history, you know that's not the only side of our American history either. There's another place in our descent, our moral DNA, and that is people have always stood up. Number one, if you're going to change America, you got to change it from state houses up. The Koch brothers came down to the state houses, and that's where they got their power. The worst laws about voting and living wage and education happen in state legislature. Secondly, you have to build a new language to pull people together, because left and right automatically sets people apart. So the way we did it, we had Moral Monday as a rallying point every Monday. Issue focused. For 10 years, North Carolina had been trying to raise the minimum wage, had not been successful. But when we came together, black and white and Latino, Jew and Christian and Muslim and Hindu, people of faith, people not of faith, gay and straight, Republicans and Democrats, around this moral agenda, and we stopped talking left and right and liberal versus conservative, but what morally defensible, we won. You have to be able to hold race and class together. Sometimes progressives say, let's find a way to cut across race. You have to cut into it. You can't say race or class. It's race and class. Lastly, you have to have a legal strategy where we're willing to dust off the Constitution and fight against unconstitutional laws. And you have to build a movement, not a moment, not one rally, not one tweet, not one letter. The Moral Monday movement set the framework of showing that in the South, you can organize black and white and brown people. You can bring them together when you reframe the issues around the Constitution, around morality, and around what is economically just, and you can win. So I believe that all of these movements from Moral Monday to Fight 15, as I've said, Black Lives Matter, on and on and on, are signs of hope that people are going to stand up and not stand down. And people are saying standing down is not an option. If we were able to beat back slavery, if we were able to beat back Jim Crow, if women were able to win the right to vote, then maybe this is just our time. And from that standpoint, I'm glad to be alive, and glad to be alive with so many others who say we will never give up on the heart of this democracy. We are going to be the moral defibrillators of our time and shock the heart of this nation and build a movement of resistance and hope and justice and love.
So, yeah, the moral defibrillators of our time. That's a beautiful statement. Yeah, fantastic. So, the day after the inauguration, which wasn't too long ago, a week and a half, the inauguration, barely anyone turned out for the inauguration, as these things go, and the next day, nearly 5 million people turned out around the world. The That was last Friday, the Friday week, as we say, a week ago Friday. This last Friday, we had the immigration ban, and people, protesters, defenders of immigrants and immigrant rights, filled the airports throughout the country, and the courts said this is not this is not legal, and the attorney general, stood her ground, and she got fired. And now 100 people in the immigrant office, as I said, have signed a petition saying this is unconstitutional. So, and here's Reverend William, saying some beautiful and very true things. So the good guys are going to win, and that's all of us, and that's millions of people around the world. So let's, keep positive and inspired and grateful, and let's give ourselves to the good fight that we're all here to be a part of. Yeah. The when systems collapse, in general terms here, not that this is the end of everything, but it's certainly the end of something. Yeah, there's certainly some illusions and some, false premises that are unraveling before our eyes. Yeah. So when these, what is Abraham's phrase? Yeah, flawed premise. That's what Abraham says. So when we believe, Stevie Wonder has the great quote, when you believe in things you don't understand, you suffer. That's his song Superstition. Yeah, one of my favorites. So, while while all this is happening, of course, every one of us is researching and listening for information and looking for the truth and looking for what's inspiring and uplifting and empowering, and finding our, again, community. Yeah, the entire planet, absolutely, Marilyn. The whole world, is redefining what power is, what government is, what our responsibilities and our rights are, as citizens of these countries and of the planet. These are deep, deep questions, absolutely. And God bless everyone who's said a prayer, called someone, written someone, gone to a protest, organized people, everything that we do to try to come together and to support each other and to help each other. But when, as I was saying earlier, when it's so extreme, I said this last night, when you have, again, I just don't know where to begin. It's breathtaking, Nixon was kind of crazy. George Bush was clearly, no genius. There've been a lot of bad political leaders, but none of them seem to have had this combination of ignorance and arrogance that our friends Donald Trump and Steve Bannon are proudly displaying. Like they can control truth and bend the whole government to its will and the whole country to its will. So it's a huge time here. Here's Jane. Yeah, she says, we are indeed going to win. I believe that's why we're here at this time, to stand together in the light of truth, compassion, and love. Lots of light hugs be with you. Thanks, Jane. I quite agree with you. So I'm not going to stay on here very long because I just jumped on here. But as I said, I put a lot of posts on my page from the sites that I follow, politically and socially, and there's a lot of good information there. And so let's just finish up with a little bit of a prayer. Maybe I'll channel as well here if the fates allow. Yeah. So thanks everyone for jumping on, and thanks everyone for being on last night. And it's good to get in a groove with all of this again. As I said last night, February is going to be completely powerful and intense. So be as centered as you can be. Do your human best. Absolutely. So here we go. Go ahead if you like, everyone, and close your eyes. Take a deep breath. All right, dear friends, yeah, here we go. Imagine 7 stars, if you like, or a single star, dear friend, yeah? A single star spiral down through time and space that represents the higher self, the soul, the spirit of yourself individually. And let that come into the crown. Take a deep breath. Relax and release. Let the energy flow down the 7 centers, crown, third eye, throat, heart center. Take a breath. Relax and release. Down the will, sexual root, down the hips, the legs, the feet, to Mother Earth, dear friends, yeah? So be a pillar of light, stand in a pillar of light, call forth the light of hope, dear friends, yeah? Here you are, the 31st of January, yeah? The last day of this first month. Dear friends, so let's shine your light and share your love one more time. Absolutely. So, dear friends, where you are right in your own space there, yeah? Imagine your heart, yeah, sending out the energy of love and compassion and wisdom and understanding, dear friends. All those qualities, yeah, love, compassion, wisdom, understanding, all those qualities, dear friends, that you call forth for more of in your own life and in your world. And if that's comfortable, take a deep breath. And open to receive those energies as 4 beings of light, understanding, wisdom, compassion, and love. 4 beings of light surround you and support you and lift you up, raise your vibration, raise you above the world, yeah, to see the bigger picture, dear friends, yeah. Understanding, dear friends, yeah, that's certainly of the heart, yeah. Empathy, absolutely, is a part of that, and compassion is a part of it, dear friends, yeah. Understanding is, dear friends, where you can come to the common denominator, what really unites you, yeah, or respect for each other's perspective, dear friends, yeah, that you are willing to seek greater understanding, yeah, for other people's opinions, perspectives, fears, doubts, struggles, worries, all of that, yeah. Take a breath into that. And let the angel of understanding, dear friends, step into your space right there, step into that heart space. Compassion, dear friends, yeah. Deeper than understanding, absolutely, but a part of it, yeah. That you hold that space of love and care for and about each other and the world. Compassion, that you put your love and care into thoughts, words, and actions. That you allow that compassion to inspire you, to motivate you, to help you to be more, to do more, dear friends, to build on that understanding and to create a space of healing. Yeah, that's what compassion is so good at doing. So we offer that to you, dear friends. The angel of compassion steps into your heart space as you take another deep breath. Receive these for yourselves, dear friends, as well as for the world. Greater understanding for yourself, greater compassion for yourself. Dear friends, the energy of wisdom. The Native Americans speak about knowing that they're the caretakers of the earth, yeah, and the resources of the land and the water and of each other, dear friends, absolutely, for 7 generations. We'd use that as a measure of great wisdom, dear friends, absolutely here. And in your wisdom, yeah, dear friends, you see where things can go and where you want your world to go, dear friends. A world of peace and a world of kindness, a world of equality and fairness and freedom, a world of true magic and miracles, dear friends. That's what wisdom calls you towards. When you build the foundation, dear friends, emotionally, energetically, morally, dear friends, in your vision of a world that works for you and works for everyone, you're carrying that vibration of wisdom. Let that angel of wisdom step into your heart space. Take a deep breath. And dear friends, we said love, we're going to say peace here. We're going to bring forth the angel of peace in this moment for you and for your world. Yeah, the peace is not just the absence of conflict, dear friends, or the erasure of differences, Peace is rather the building on understanding, compassion, wisdom, dear friends, all those beautiful energies. So that in your quiet time, in your time as one in prayer and meditation, together with the world or in your own personal unique space, dear friends, that you can come back to knowing that all is well for you and your world, that everything is working out, dear friends, despite the drama, the chaos, the pain, the fear, the struggle, the doubt, the judgments, the hatreds, dear friends, the ignorance, despite all of that, dear friends, you can find that space through understanding, compassion, and wisdom to feel and to receive the angel of peace. If you're willing to do that, dear friends, take a deep breath. Let her step into your heart space with you. Here we go. And just offer that energy, those great energies, dear friends, that you're receiving to those that are open and receptive to it throughout your world, dear friends, your family, your friends, those that you know, those that you may never know, dear friends. That humanity is undertaking a great voyage in consciousness at this time, unlike anything it's ever experienced. And dear ones, with so much variety and so many people involved in the story, the simple truth of it will always come back to love. What you know about love, what you believe about love, and what you're willing to learn about letting love be more powerful, more important, more meaningful than everything else, dear friends. So now we invite the angel of love to stand with you here in the heart space. Take a deep breath. Let love, with hands over hearts, if you like, dear friends, let love be the ruler of my life. Let me receive and know more about love than ever before. Let love inspire me, empower me, heal me, uplift me, transform my life. I surrender, I commit, I devote, I declare. Love is Lord of my life. Love is Lord of my world. Love is Lord of us all. Take a deep breath. Beautiful, dear friends. And finally here, a bit of gratitude for yourselves, for your willingness to continue to seek and to reach and to study and to practice, dear friends, to meditate, to pray, to keep a journal, dear friends, to seek inspiration, giving and receiving, to let information give over to inspiration, let inspiration give over to transformation, let transformation, dear friends, be your focus in this powerful time, that you are transformed by the renewing of your mind and the opening of your heart to unconditional love and to perfect peace. These are your gifts. These are your resources. These are your teachings. These are your tools. The great ones stand with you, dear friends, from this and other lifetimes. Those that you've studied with, been inspired by, have revered, desire to emulate, they stand with you as one. They guide you. They guard you. They protect you. They open the path for you, dear friends. They clear the confusion from your path, dear friends. They open the door of heaven to you, and they stand with you as one. Take a deep breath. Finally, dear friends, we bless you. We bless this world. We bless you as the caretakers and the guardians of the earth and of humanity. Know that all is well for you. Know that all is truly well for you in your world. All will be well for you, dear friends, and all will be well in your world. Be the visionaries, be the inspiration, be the hope with understanding, compassion, wisdom, love, with peace, dear friends, and gratitude. Peace and blessings. Namaste. Okay, thank you, everyone. Peace out, as we say, yeah? Have a great day, great evening. My love to you all. Talk to you soon.